y'all, and welcome to today's video. We are going to be testing out some new indie makeup today. I'm very excited because I have the new Kaleidos face trios. We are going to play with these. We're going to see how they apply to the skin. I have the new GLAMINATRIX Glamorous palette. I'm very excited about this one. We have a lot of beautiful shades in here, so we're going to play with that. We're going to play with our Adept face trios. I have the new shades of the Unearthly Satin liquid lips. So we've got some new indie makeup to play with, and if you're new here, I want to say, hey, my name is Heather and makeup makes me happy. Here at my channel, we don't try to be perfect. We just want to have a good time with our makeup, whatever that means. I do upload lots of new videos every single week, so I hope that you will subscribe before you leave today, but I cannot wait to put this makeup on, so let's jump into it. Okay, so I have my mostly face base makeup on. I have primer, concealer, foundation, powder. I've done my brows. That is it. So we're going to do our eyes together, lips together, cheeks, all of that. But I thought let's start out with talking about these Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trios. So Kaleidos did send me the range of these trios, and I'm really excited about these. Now, I was looking on their site, and I will kind of post up images for y'all of the swatches and the different tones, all of that. I thought that their swatches were super duper helpful, and they also posted the undertones of all the products, and I think that's really important because undertones definitely make a difference, especially when you're choosing shades. And if you think you may be in between shades like I am, I was really not sure if I should go with medium or if I should go with tan, because I do prefer to warm up the face rather than just cool tone contour, even though I understand contour is for sculpting and creating a shadow. But in these face trios, I have used these before actually. I didn't want to give y'all a first impression. I decided to play with these first. So looking at these, we have a matte highlight shade. So this here is medium and this is the tan. I definitely think I could wear either one of these, but my preference is the tan because it is a little more warm in tone, and it also has an olive undertone, and I would describe myself as an olive warm undertone. So I was looking at these, and I definitely think I could go with either one. But we have first, the lightest shade is a matte highlight. So it's not highlighter when we think about putting a beautiful sparkly or blinding highlight on the cheekbone. It's highlight that's just going to bring the features forward. You know, if you use a lighter color concealer to kind of highlight and bring this area forward to brighten and kind of make you look more awake. And then we have a chisel and a sculpt shade for contouring and sculpting out the features. They're also offering the lighter shade, the matte highlight, available in singles. And I think that's really smart because I think a lot of people, this is the medium shade, I think a lot of people will like to use this almost like you would an hourglass finishing powder. You know, after you've kind of done your makeup, go in, because it is kind of a blurring type of powder, but it also, for me, I don't like to put it right here around my pores, just like I do with those hourglass kind of luminous matte type of powders. But what we're going to do today is I am going to zoom out in, and we are going to play with tan. This is the one I have been finding has been working best for me, and I'm going to use the Kaleidos brush. This is their duo fiber contour brush. This is the C2 brush. So what we're going to do is I'm going to mix these two shades right here to create my custom perfect color. Of course, there are videos on the Kaleidos Instagram you can watch where they're being applied to different skin tones, and they're showing you how they apply the products. But I've really been liking just mixing these two together and then using this kind of on the high points of the face, and then going in later with my super sparkly or blinding highlighter or something like that if I want to. But yeah, let me zoom y'all in a bit and we'll play with this little trio. Okay, so these trios are launching on November 14th, I believe at 8 p.m. PST, but I will put everything in the description box. So, like I said, I just have foundation, concealer, my primer, powder, and brows on. So my face is set with powder already. And I want to go in and I'm actually going to dip into both of these shades. And what I have found with these powders is they're very sheer buildable in a great way, because I think, you know, you're not going to go on with too much product. And if you just like to kind of lightly chisel or bronze or contour your face, I definitely don't think these are bronzers. I mean, they're definitely more sculpting shades, but with this tan palette, I can definitely add some definition to my face. Again, I also think I could use medium, but just when it comes to preference, I do prefer the tan. So you can see this is just very lightly adding a little definition to this side of my face. So over here, I don't have any of those products. So it's just a very subtle difference. I do want to build it up a little bit more, but if you were curious, because, you know, a lot of times, like, there are some bronzers that are so pigmented that it's just a little hard to blend out. It's a little much. So if you prefer a more buildable, sculpting contour type of product, I think you will really like this. I think it's very, very beautiful and just very easy to work with. So I think even if you're new to makeup, you could really, really like these. But there we go. So I just put on a little bit more, built it up a little bit more. So here we have with the Kaleidos and without. So just a very subtle sculpt. Of course, you can go in more with it. And I really like the shade range. I like that they put the product on different models, different skin tones. I thought that was really, really helpful. But now I kind of want to show you this like matte highlight shade. So let me grab a brush and I'll kind of show you how I use this. Okay, so this is the Kaleidos H2 Precision Highlighter brush. And what I'm going to do is just kind of lightly put this under my eye just to brighten a little bit, and then I will sweep it back. I'm not going to bring it down here to where my pores are because I don't like anything really but matte powders for under my pores. So I'm just going to keep it right there under the eye. Can also take it and put it a little bit on the center of the forehead to kind of add like that little bit of blur and highlight. I'll put it on this side of my chin, and then hopefully you can see. So this side we have all three of the trio, and this side nothing. So this is a very subtle difference, and I would definitely say if you've ever had like an Hourglass, one of their, like, I think it's their ambient lighting type powder, this is what it reminds me of. So just sweeping it there. It's not a highlight when you think about like their multi-chrome highlighters or anything like that. No, it's talking about just bringing those features forward. So here we have this side and then this side without. So I'm gonna bronze, chisel, sculpt the other side of my face, but I just thought it would be helpful if y'all could see with and without. And then we are going to play with our GLAMINATRIX Cosmetics Glamorous palette. I am very excited about this one. Okay, I know I said eyeshadow next, but I wanted to show you now that both sides of my face, I've used the, these are the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trios. So now that I've used the tan one, again, the singles are just the highlighter in here. So you could buy that if you just want that. But here it is on both sides of my face. And I actually took that highlight a bit down the nose too, just to kind of, you know, put it there. But let me show you. Okay, so this is the GLAMINATRIX Cosmetics Glamorous palette. I love this packaging. I think this is so sleek. But let me show you a close-up of this palette so that you can see what it looks like when it's all nice and new. I have not used this yet, but I want to go ahead and show y'all swatches. So let me show swatches for you so you can see how this palette swatches out on my arm. And I'm going to try to get some sunlight swatches too. Y'all seem to really like when I get these super sparkly special shades out in the sunlight and on my iPhone. So yeah, I just wanted to pop up those for y'all. Now I'm going to prime my eyes and zoom y'all in, and we will create a look. I think we're going to do something kind of simple today. I'm not sure, but I'm kind of feeling maybe these like purpley tones. I'm not sure. I just really want to play with this palette. So, okay, eye primer time. Okay, so I primed my eyes with my Sigma eye base in the shade Ignite, and I'm looking at this palette and like all of the shades are calling to me. So I'm gonna create a look today, and definitely let me know if y'all want to see more looks with this palette, you want to see me use it again. But I think we're gonna start off with this shade right here called Package. This looks really pretty, and I'm gonna pick this up on this MAC brush. All right, so making sure I don't have any creases in my eye primer, and I'm just going to blend on this beautiful purple. Like this is really pretty, kind of mid-tone pink leaning purple. I really like that, so I'm just going to blend it. Okay, that shade is so beautiful. I would expect nothing less from GLAMINATRIX. I want to go in with Sweetly, this really pretty purpley raspberry type shade. I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm going to put this in the outer corner. I'm going to put it close to the lash line, and then I'm also just going to kind of layer it on top of that lighter purple shade and just blend. I bought the GLAMINATRIX U Beauty palette when it first launched. I think maybe that was last year, and that was my first time ever trying the brand, and I really loved that palette. And then they sent me their last palette, the Neutral palette. I have actually 2 videos using that palette here on my channel if you're curious, and it was phenomenal. So I have really high hopes, of course, for this one, but I'm just also lightly taking that shade and putting it under the lower lash line, but just in the outer corner, just kind of like wrapping this around. Okay, I'm kind of feeling the monochromatic color right now, so I kind of want to just do the lower lash line with this shade right over here called Tempting. I think this is going to be really pretty. This is a Lunar Beauty brush. Oh, I went to use the mirror and I'm like, I forgot to pull the sticker off the mirror. I didn't pull the sticker off the mirror, so let me just put a little bit of this shade on the lower lash line. And then I want to use my Karla Fix Potion on the lid. It's like a glimmer glue, glitter primer, whatever you want to call it. Not that you need one for GLAMINATRIX shadows, but I just want to use it because it makes everything more intense for me, and I really want the intensity. So I like this on the lower lash line, and I think we'll just do one shimmer kind of all over this part of the lid and not take it to the outer corner, leave that deep and matte. So looking at these shimmers, I really want to go in with the Dreamy. We're going to put this all over the lid, and then we'll probably highlight the inner corner maybe with Generous. So yeah, let me put down my Karla Fix Potion. I will link this palette. I'll link everything I talk about down in the description box in case you are curious about trying any of these things, or maybe you just want to visit the website. Anyways, it'll all be linked in the description box. I didn't have to over explain that, Heather. Okay, so I've got that shade picked up on this Real Techniques brush, and wow, y'all see that sparkle? I swear, makeup is so fun. I don't think I will ever get tired of it. That is just so fun, so sparkly, so intense. Oh, I love. Oh, that is so beautiful. So many different kind of like reflex in it. That's truly beautiful. And then for the inner corner, I'm picking up that shade named Generous. And we're just going to pop it right there. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I'm loving this. I know this is a very simple look. What do we use? 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5 shades. But I think this is so pretty. Looks don't have to be overly complicated to be beautiful. So I'm going to finish this out. I'm going to do liner. I'm going to do probably like a half lash, something light and easy. And then I'll be back because we need to do blush, highlight, and lips together. Okay, so I put on some black liner and some cut up Kiss lashes that I kind of turned into half lashes. And I put on my Kaleidos multi-chrome liner in Night of Creation on the lower waterline. I know I've already talked to y'all about these, raved about these, but these last all day on the waterline. I absolutely love them. They're so good. And now we are, the eye look, you'll see. I think it's so beautiful. I'm so into it. But now we've already, you know, kind of sculpted our face. But I want to go in with my Adept Stella palette. These are new to Adept. Well, I think like, what, a few weeks old, a month or so. So this is the Stella, and I'm going to just pick up a little bit of this. Now these are very, very glowy, but I thought that would be really pretty. So I'm just gonna kind of use this as like a blush and just kind of put it here on the cheeks. I'm not picking up a lot because I don't want this to be too like overpowering to our look. So I'm just putting a little bit on. Remember, you can always start with a little bit and then build it up and add more if you want to later. I'm going to take my Sigma brush and now I'm going to go into this highlighty shade and I'm just going to put a little down the nose. And I'm going to keep this right back here because we already have that glowy blush. So I don't want to be too over the top. I'm just going to put it right back here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being over the top. If you want to be over the top, be over the top. It's just not the vibe I'm feeling today. So there we have that. Looking good, looking good. Again, I've already reviewed these. I love these. And Unearthly Cosmetics expanded their satin liquid lipstick range, and I'm so happy because I love their satin liquid lipsticks. I think they're so amazing. Like, they were a yearly favorite. Was that last year or even the year before? I can't even remember, but they were in my yearly favorites. So I'm so happy we have some new shades. I thought maybe, you know what, first off, let me post up swatches for you so that you can see swatches and names of all these shades. I love this formula. It's so creamy and opaque and beautiful, and I love the component because we have this like glitter top. But let me put on a lip liner really quick. I'm gonna use ABH Raisin, and then we will maybe like mix these satin liquid lips. They're very, very, very easy to mix, and I love that. Okay, so lips are lined, and I want to start with Mary Ann. I'm going to take this shade and I want to just put some of this on, like kind of right out here on the like outer corners of my lips, like that. Okay, so once I have that on my lips, that was Mary Ann. Then I'm going to grab for Gloria. And I'm going to open this. There we go. I was like, dang, can I get it open? And I'm going to hit this kind of in the center on top. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and I'm going to mix these two shades together. Okay, that is created our custom color and I am super duper into it. All right, y'all, here is our finished look. Of course, I'm so into it. I think the contour bronze sculpt looks amazing. I'm so excited to have this from Kaleidos. I'm definitely going to keep using it, keep playing with it because I just think it looks so nice. And I'm not sure if I said the price, but I believe this is going to be $25, which I think is a really great price point for what you get. And I forget the price for these, but I will of course link it down below. I just think very, very beautiful. The GLAMINATRIX palette, love. I cannot wait to use it again. I think these are so beautiful. Like these matte shadows, very easy to blend, very pigmented, not hard to work with. And you can see, I mean, do I need to say anything about our lid shade? Like, what more can I say? It's speaking for itself. The Adept face trios, I continue to love. I told y'all I was really enjoying those. I love those, and I still do. I love the way they look on the cheeks. And the Unearthly Satin Liquid Lips. This is not a new formula to me, but I'm so excited to see more shades. This is a great makeup day. Everything went so well. So if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know, do you like when I test multiple different products and brands in one video? Do y'all like this kind of like get ready with me style type of video? Don't forget, I always do follow-up reviews. Let me know, do you want more looks with this GLAMINATRIX palette? I'm so into it. Thank you for being here and watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.